What's up, guys? Thanks for joining me for another subscriber video today. I don't know whether or not Pablo is actually a subscriber to me, but I'm just going to kind of categorize this all in one area on my YouTube channel. Anyway, we're going to be having a best of 3 VGC 2016 against Pablo Meza. And I hope I said your name right, Pablo. I do apologize if I did not. But he has a very great YouTube channel of Tablemon, and go check his channel out in the description down below. He has a very, very good channel. I'm telling you right now, this is a very good channel. Please go migrate to his channel. Give him a subscribe. He does very, very great VGC content and TCG, the Pokemon trading card game, and I've been watching his Pokemon trading card game videos. They're pretty cool. They're really, really awesome. And, you know, I collect all the cards for just basically hobby, but, you know, maybe I'll get into that a little later on and build decks. And also, another great thing that he does, and I know there's a lot of Spanish-speaking viewers on my channel, he speaks Spanish. He's from Mexico, and he's a very good VGC battler, and he makes videos in English and he makes videos in Spanish, both for the trading card game and for the video game, which is awesome. That is a really great, diverse and versatile channel. Please go give him a check out and subscribe to his channel. Anyway, I'm going to start this battle because I don't want Pablo to go wait too long, and we're going to be using a really interesting team of Palkia, Amoonguss, pretty much like Aaron Zeng's team, but I put Talonflame on there. I put Kangaskhan as well, and I have the Lumberry on my Cresselia for basically like you know, swaggers from the Thundurus, as well as the Smeargles, you know, Wake Up, you know, Trick Room, stuff like that, and the Thunder Waves. But he's gonna have a very interesting team. He's gonna have okay, so he is going to have the Crobat, which can taunt my Cresselia, in which I do not have the Mental Herb, but I can front the Mental Herb. He's gonna have a Zapdos. That's so cool. So he is gonna have the Ray Ogre core with the Gengar, Crobat, Zapdos, and the Aegislash. Aegislash most likely having the Wide Guard, especially having being a good check to the Xerneas. I do not have a Xerneas on my team, and this is a very, very threatening team to his Aegislash. He may bring it for the Wide Guard because I do have Eruption, but he does have the counter to my Groudon. This is going to be a really interesting match because these two teams like butt heads. They really do butt heads. I'm going to go ahead and write his team down really quick. The Ray Ogre team. Gotta watch out. This team is really weak to that, but I could take care of his Ray, especially if I get up a Trick Room with my Palkia and the Crobat. Okay, so he could potentially lead with the Crobat. Usually Crobat is a lead. I don't know what he wants to do. Probably Tailwind on both the Zapdos and the Crobat, so he's probably going to lead with the Crobat. How could I honestly counteract? I can lead with my own Talonwood. I can actually lead with a Trick Room setter, but he can go ahead and taunt. Let's go ahead in this one and go with yeah, I like that. I'm gonna bring him in the back and him in the back. I do have the Amoonguss. I don't want to bring it just yet in the first battle. Not only was the timer starting to count down right there because I'm talking a bit too much. Good luck to you, Pablo. It was I don't know. He's got a Ray on his team. It's a pretty good. It's pretty good to bring it for the Kyogre, but let's see how this works out right here. And I am Inner Focus, Max Speed, Jolly Nature, just standard 252, 52. Well, he's going to bring his Aegislash, and he's going to bring his Zapdos right there. Now, he did not bring his Kyogre in the front, which is good. You usually want to bring it in the back on, you know, versus a Groudon, so you could switch it in on the potential fire moves. Now I cannot go for a Flare Blitz, because he could switch into his Kyogre right here, because I could get a lot of good damage off into the Aegislash. He also could King Shield right here, fairing the Scrappy Fake Out, or the Flare Blitz. Honestly, I think he's gonna King Shield, maybe Tailwind right here with the Zapdos. Interesting to see what he go ahead and does. I don't want to switch into my Groudon just yet, but I feel like, you know, going for the Tailwind right here, going for the Tailwind, and then I think going for the Fake Out on Zapdos is good, so that I can at least not allow him to get up his own Tailwind. He may not even have Tailwind. He may have Thunder Wave for you know, speed control. So could have the Thunder Wave over the Tailwind. Let's see how this wants to work out. This is a best of 3, so getting a lot of vital information out is really, really good for both sides. He is not going to King Shield with his Aegislash, and he's not going to switch out. So I could have just went for a Flare Blitz, but he is in Shield form, so it probably wouldn't have KO'd. And he can actually just switch in. It's going to go for a Substitute. So that's not good at all. And he has the Sub Lefties set I did not really consider that. If I went for the Flare Blitz right into the Aegislash, I could have just not allowed him to get up a substitute right there and then. But then, yet again, he is basically flaunting the Kyogre switch in, and I can't really go for a Flare Blitz. Now I think he's going to actually go into the Kyogre right here, in the Zapdos slot. I need to get rid of the... I really need to get rid of the Aegislash, but I'm fearing going for the Flare Blitz right now, so I'm gonna go for, Brave Bird and Double Edge. I believe that would KO right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and go for that. I could go for the Sucker Punch, but he also has King Shield, so I'm gonna Double Edge, and I'm going to Brave Bird the Zapdos. I honestly think the Zapdos will stay in right here, because I could easily target it down with the Double Edge, outspeed it, and take the Zapdos out. Let's see, you know, it'd be good information, you know, to find out whether or not this will actually take the Zapdos out. Granted, I'm going to be doing a lot of recoil damage to both of my Mons right here. He will not King Shield with his Aegislash, which is good. He's behind the sub, he really doesn't need to, but he is not... Okay, so the Double Edge should clean up this Zapdos right here, but yet again, I'm going to be taking a lot of recoil damage with both my Mons. I do reveal the Life Orb, and he is Citrus Berry, so this Double Edge definitely will not take out the Zapdos. Oh my goodness. This is not good. And he's probably going to get a Thunder Wave off into... Well! Okay, so most likely the special variant due to the Eruptions and the Witter Spouts flying around in the 2016 meta. He is going to go into Blade form. Most likely going for a Gyro Ball into my Kangaskhan. Let's see what he goes for. No, he's going to go for a Shadow Ball into the Talonflame. Alright, so he's not targeting down the... And I do live. Okay, so but... one more Brave Bird slash Flare Blitz will take me out. I forgot that I was under the Tailwinds, but I was going to outspeed regardless, so I could have actually went for the Flare Blitz for turn 1. I'm kind of kicking myself for not doing that, and if you all see, I actually have a new layout on my channel. I made a layout for Jack's channel, so I kind of figure Jack, I kind of, you know, use this with my own design on my channel as well, because I kind of am digging this layout over my other one. I like the simpler layouts. I think I had too much going on with my other layout, so if you like this layout, give me a thumbs up. You know, let me know if you like it. It is 4-3 right now, but he is threatening. He is really threatening right now, because his Aegislash is behind that substitute. I am threatening him with the Sucker Punch. The Ray is going to come in right here. Now, the Ray could easily go for an extreme speed onto my Talonflame. He could easily do that, but then yet again, I can go for the Quick Guard and then go for a Double Edge into the Ray. So there's that, and then the Aegislash will probably... Okay, so he's probably anticipating maybe like a Sucker Punch into the Aegislash and then King Shielding and then going for a... I can't really see him going for an extreme speed. He has to fear the switch out or the Quick Guard. But honestly, I really feel comfortable going for the Quick Guard because if I screw this one up though, he could potentially take both of me out. But I honestly think he's going to go for a Dragon's Ascent into the Kangaskhan. But then yet again, my Tailwind is up and he does recognize that. So he could just go ahead and double protect the stall out the Tailwind. So I could just get in my Palkia right in here for free. Let's go for the Double Edge into Rayquaza. I honestly think he's going to double protect. Let's see whether or not he's going to Mega Evolve. Usually, Rayquazas just go ahead and protect and then Mega Evolve the following turn. So he's probably going to attack right here, Rayquaza. Let's see if he does go for the extreme speed. If he does do that, I will go ahead and block that out with my Quick Guard. I am going to go for the Quick Guard right here, priority of +3. The extreme speed has a priority of +2, but he does make a very good read. And was that a critical hit? I am sorry, Pablo. I am sorry, Pablo. I actually know that my Jolly 252 Kangaskhan should not be able to take... It's going to go for a Shadow Ball. That's definitely going into the Talonflame. Unfortunate, because I did take out two really great attackers on his team, be it the Rayquaza, basically being a huge threat on my team. And he's most likely going to have the Kyogre in the back, and then I could just freely switch into my Groudon right here. I am min speed, so I should be able to get the weather up last, unless he is min speed and then speed tying with me as well. Yeah, I'm pretty comfortable going into Groudon right here. And then I could just go for the Sucker Punch into the Aegislash, and then go for the Eruption. But then yet again, he could go for... I'm still gonna have to play this pretty safely. I'm still gonna have to play this pretty safely. It is a 3-2, but Kyogre is very threatening because he is min speed. Huh. Yeah, I was gonna say, if he wasn't... Yeah, he's min speed. Wow, that was not good. I should have just brought in my Palkia right there and went for a Trick Room. But he is min speed. This is not good at all. But we can confirm that the Kyogre is min speed, so I'm going to go ahead and write that down. I should be writing the moves down as well. The Rayquaza didn't even attack. We had the Zapdos that really couldn't see what was going on with him. We do know that Aegislash is a subset with lefties. Alright, so we had some good information out in this video. Unfortunately, we are speed tying with min speed right there. I just want to confirm that I am min speed, which I should be because this was my min speed Groudon that I was using. That put me in a tough predicament right there, but it was good information to find out. So honestly, I could go for... I could bring in my Palkia and Protect. I don't know what I want to do right here. I'm going to Protect, and I'm going to double edge the Kyogre, but he then could go for an attack into my... I'm going to bring out... I'm sorry I'm taking so much time, Pablo. I'm going to take out my Groudon right here because it seems like he may go for the Protect to match my Protect, and then, I really need to take out the Aegislash, but I'm going to go ahead... Yeah, because I still have the Tailwind up, and I don't think he wants to take any damage. Let's go for the safe double edge, though. He should Protect with the Kyogre right here, but he may go for an attack knowing that I could potentially switch out and he could get free damage on whatever I switch in, which is my Palkia, which is 4 times resistance to the water and fire, which I love Palkia so much. I am going to get the double edge off into the Kyogre, though, so we're going to get really good damage. That is really good damage, especially if he went for a Water Spout, which I honestly don't anticipate him to go for. Oh, he does go for the Water Spout, though. Okay, so this is going to do minuscule damage to my Palkia, but let's see whether or not... let's see how much damage the Shadow Ball is going to do now. And he's going to go for a Gyro Ball, which is perfect, because that won't do anything to my Palkia, considering I am min speed Palkia, and I do resist that. Alright, so we do see the full moveset. So we have Sub, Shadow Ball, and we had Gyro Ball, which is usually used for the Xerneases. Bring a Groudon right here, win the Weather War, and then we're going to have King Shield as well. I don't even know whether or not you can even have a Aegislash without King Shield, and the Kyogre is min speed, and he did reveal the Water Spout. Alright, so I don't want to bring up the Trick Room because both of his mons will be slower, and we're speed tying right now with the Kyogre. What I could do is I could go for a Spatial Rend. I don't know whether or not a... I think I'm going to go for a Spatial Rend into Kyogre. But he could protect Kyogre right here and then attack with the Aegislash, considering the fact that he's behind a Sub. But then I could just double attack. But he could protect his... I think what we do is we double attack right here. Do we double attack? Huh, let's think this through. Okay, so we go for the attack into the Kyogre. I think we... Yeah... I think we double attack right here, because if he double attacks as well, the match was forfeit. Okay, so he's going to forfeit the match right there. He doesn't want to reveal any other information about both of his Pokemon, I guess. That was good. I mean, he did have a slight chance to come back right there. I mean, we were speed tying. But the thing is, the really good thing about that is that we do not reveal that, honestly, we do not reveal that we're min speed Groudon, because we did go through Primal Reversion before his Kyogre, so he could think that I have a bit more speed investment into my Groudon, considering that I went through the Primal Reversion faster, and we're actually in min speed, but he does not know that. So he probably thought we were going to go for maybe like a Precipice Blades and just knock out his Kyogre, as well as going for like an Earth Power into his Aegislash, and Aegislash wouldn't have been able to win against Palkia and the Groudon. Okay, so I honestly don't even think I need to change anything up right there. Well, I did get lucky with that crit on the Rayquaza. This is going to be a really tough one. Let's see whether or not he does lead with the Aegislash. Aegislash didn't really do too much, and now that I know it is subset, so I'm not going to fall for that this time. I'm kind of... I don't want to lead Groudon in case he leaves with his Kyogre, and I don't want to go ahead and speed tie and then lose the speed tie. Or win the speed tie, which is kind of losing it. I think he's going to lead Crobat this time. It's probably Mega Gengar, so he could bring the Mega Gengar as well, and then maybe have like a Swords Dance set with the Rayquaza. Huh. I really like the Talonflame though. I could just go for the Tailwind again, and then Fake Out again. I am not Scrappy though, that's the only thing. I cannot Fake Out the Gengar or the Aegislash. Huh. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring the, I think I go for the same thing again, honestly. I honestly think I go for the same thing again. Yeah, I'm going to go with the same thing again, and then bring the Groudon in the back, and I think I'd bring the Palkia. Palkia does a lot of work against his team, especially the Rayquaza, especially if I am under the Trick Room with my Palkia. Should be able to just OHKO the Rayquaza. The thing is, I'm going to have to be able to get it up. I'm not really bringing my Cresselia to this match too much because he doesn't have a Groudon, so I don't really have to worry about skill swapping Levitate onto my Groudon. I am Lumberry, so I don't have to worry about the Smeargle. He does not have a Smeargle. He's going to lead the Crobat and the Gengar. For some reason, I was anticipating this lead right here. So we can match Tailwinds. The only thing is I cannot Fake Out the Gengar. The Gengar is probably going to go ahead and Protect right here. I could go for the double attack into the Crobat, but honestly, he was going to attack and get it all. He's going to get an attack off faster. He could go for the Quick Guard with his Crobat and go for an attack with the Gengar. That'll block out both the Brave Bird and it'll block out the Sucker Punch. The Gengar could Protect and he could Tailwind and then start disabling though. So I'm going to go for a Flare Blitz. I think I match Tailwinds though, don't I? I honestly think I match Tailwinds. I'm going to go for Flare Blitz right now, get some good damage off of the Crobat, and then I'm going to switch into my Groudon because I don't think he's going to attack the Kangaskhan, honestly. And if he goes for a Sludge Bomb into Groudon, hopefully he doesn't get a poison. It won't do too much because I am really bulky. But let's see what happens here. I honestly anticipate the Gengar to attack, and then for him to go for a Quick Guard. So at least I'm going to be getting a lot of good damage off with this Flare Blitz into his Crobat, potentially taking it out with a high roll. Especially since the sun is now up. So let's see what happens right here. The thing is, he could take me out with his Gengar if he goes for a Sludge Bomb into my Talonflame and the Quick Guard. But I honestly think he'll kind of flaunt the Quick Guard right there with the Fake Out / Sucker Punch, and then go for a Tailwind right here and protect Gengar. But let's see what happens. He's gonna Super Fang. Please don't be the Groudon. No. And I'm going to Flare Blitz the Crobat, but let's see what happens. I was anticipating the Tailwind / Quick Guard. And it does take out the Crobat. Let's see who the Gengar does target down here. I could have went for a Sucker Punch and a Brave Bird, honestly. Sludge Bomb, don't be the Groudon. Don't poison me. Do not poison me. Please do not. I guess that was payback. I did get lucky with the crit last game. Now he could just honestly protect and get a lot of good damage off of my Groudon. That was a very bad switch in. That was a very bad switch in. Because I honestly could have went for the Sucker Punch into the Gengar. And oh man. I do still have the Talonflame. But the Kyogre is probably going to come in right here. Kyogre is probably going to come in, and if I lose my Groudon right now, I honestly just, get decimated when it comes to the Weather Warp, because he does have the, he has Airlock on the Rayquaza, but he's going to have the Primordial Sea. He probably was not anticipating the Flare Blitz into the Crobat, but honestly, I keep targeting down Pokemon, and you've seen this on previous episodes of my International Challenge, where I lost a game when I had a mirror against a Cresselia, and I took the Cresselia out when the Cresselia wasn't really threatening to my team, and I honestly just taken the Crobat right there. And I mean, Crobat could go for Super Fangs, and then get a lot of good damage off, but it really isn't that much of an offensive threat. But the Kyogre does come out right here. And again, he could go for... Yeah, he's probably going to go for a Water Spout. Well, does he go for a Water Spout? I think he attacks with the Gengar, honestly. But he could double protect, anticipating me just to stay in with my Groudon, but... do I need my Groudon? Is the thing, do I need my Groudon? I need to get rid of this Gengar, because the Gengar is really threatening my Kangaskhan. But he could also just double protect, so I'm going to Tailwind right here. And then I am going to switch into my Palkia, save my Groudon for the back, potentially get... Oh, I'm Shadow... He's got Shadow Tag working its magic. I potentially will lose both of my Mons right here. He is probably going to go for the attack into the Groudon with his Gengar, and then Wither Spout. So how do I combat that? I get the Tailwind up, okay, you know, good for me, but does that really help me? It could. It could, and the Poison will definitely take me out, so... I think I Tailwind and a Earth Power. I think he's just going to double attack, go for the Sludge Bomb into the Groudon, and then go for the Wither Spout with his Kyogre. He loses nothing by doing that. The only thing I could basically threaten him with would be a Brave Bird right now into both of his Mons. And honestly, if I would target one of them down, it would be the Gengar, considering the fact that I do have a Kangaskhan. Gengar threatens Kangaskhan because I can't really hit it unless I go for a Sucker Punch. And he can honestly, you know, go for a Disable when I go for a Sucker Punch and then just automatically disable it. So this is really, really threatening. I think he protects Gengar and goes for a Wither Spout. But then yet I could go for a Brave Bird. He's going to protect Gengar, so he's probably going to go for a Wither Spout. Losing probably both of my Mons right here. I am going to go for a Tailwind. I should have went for a Brave Bird into the Kyogre, knowing that the Gengar was going to go for a Protect right there. He's going to go for a Wither Spout. I do have the Tailwind up, though. I do have that up. So I could just go for a Double Edge. Thing is, he's probably just gonna... Alright, so let's bring in Kangaskhan right here. I mean, we'll really have to. This is kind of a... This was a really bad second game on my part. Really bad second game on my part. And Gengar is just putting in so much work against my team right here. I do threaten with the Scrappy Fake Out and Scrappy Double Edge, though. So he does have to fear that. But I am inner focus. Okay, so the pressure is on. I am under the Tailwind. He can protect Kyogre. He can protect Kyogre. Now, does he honestly anticipate? I think he goes for a Disable into the Kangaskhan, because it's looking like I'm probably... But then, yet again, he could attack, anticipating a Fake Out into his Kyogre. I think what I have to do is I have to go Sucker Punch the Gengar, but I think he's going to probably switch the Gengar out. He's definitely going to protect the Kyogre. I don't think he switches the Gengar out. I think he goes for an attack because he's probably anticipating a Fake Out with his Kyogre. Probably protect Kyogre. So I'm going to double target the Gengar. Maybe he switches into something. So he will withdraw Gengar. Okay, but let's see whether or not the Kyogre does go for the protect. It is Rayquaza, so hopefully if the Spatial Rend does connect, the Rayquaza will be taken out. Okay, so the Sucker Punch really not doing anything on my part. I did go for the Sucker Punch. I was honestly I was really about to go for like a Double Edge into the Gengar slot. The Kyogre does protect the Fake Out away. Let's see what happens right here. I am going to Sucker Punch the Gengar slot. Okay, I do Sucker Punch the Gengar slot. But the Spatial Rend does connect. Fortunately enough, this should be able to take out the Rayquaza, unless it is especially bulky. And it's Focus Sash! That is awesome! That is awesome. So definitely going for the Double Edge of the Rayquaza was the right call. So he's probably going to, yeah, he's probably going to go Extreme Speed right now. Oh, man. So I think I have to Spatial Rend the Kyogre slot, because he might bring in the Gengar in that slot. Yeah, and I can't really... I can't Sucker Punch as he's going to go for a Extreme Speed, and I honestly have to go for a Spatial Rend if he wants to switch into the Gengar. If he doesn't switch into Gengar, I could go for a Spatial Rend, potentially get a crit, considering the fact that it has a high crit roll on Spatial Rend. Hopefully I connect. I don't like 95% accuracy onto the Kyogre, and I don't think it will do too much. Maybe bring the Kyogre down to like 3/4 health, or maybe a little bit more, maybe 70%. And hopefully that will reduce Wither Spout's power enough so that Kangaskhan could survive with an Extreme Speed. But I think he goes for Extreme Speed. If I went for the Double Edge into Rayquaza, though, this would be looking really good for me. Yeah, it'd be looking really good for me. Oh, man. Palkia is definitely the ticket to winning this game. He is going to bring out Kyogre, so I'm going to get a Spatial Rend of the Gengar. Let's see what he goes for with the Rayquaza. Probably an Extreme Speed, if I had to guess. Alright, let's see what's going to happen right here. Rayquaza's going to protect, so... Okay, well, that was a good protect. That was a really good protect. I'm going to go for a double edge into Rayquaza. He's stalling out my Tailwind, which I believe this is the last turn. Alright, so let's see what happens here. Okay, so that was good damage into the Gengar. The Gengar is probably going to go for a... Did Tailwind peter out? Oh man, I really should have been paying attention to that now, shouldn't have I? I'm going to go for a double edge. I honestly think the Gengar goes for a disable right here. Disable Sucker Punch because I'm threatening with it so much. I could go for the double edge. I think Talon petered out. I think I go for... Does he target down the Palkia though? I don't think he does. He's gonna double target the Kangaskhan. I'm gonna Sucker Punch, YOLO, and then go for the Spatial Rend into the Rayquaza. Oh, he's gonna Extreme Speed, so let's see what the Gengar goes for. Is he gonna double target the Palkia? No, he's gonna disable. He's gonna substitute. What? Double substitute? That's insane. Oh no. Oh, this is bad. This is bad. He is now under substitute because he can freely go for an attack. And that is the last turn of our Talon. Okay, so our Talon actually had petered out. Okay, so we have Sub. So Sub Protect. Oh, this is a really intense game. This is a really intense game, okay. Alright, so we have the Sub, Protect, Sludge Bomb. So does he even have... I don't think he may have Disable. I don't think he has Disable. So let's try to call this correctly. I think Gengar goes for a Sludge Bomb and he protects Kyogre. So let's take out his substitute, but he could protect Kyogre and go for the Water Spout. He could do that. We're playing mind games right now. We are definitely playing mind games, but I think his smartest play right now is to go for an attack with the Gengar since he's safely under a sub, and then go for the Sludge Bomb and the Kangaskhan potentially get a Poison and take me out this turn and then protect Kyogre. So I'm going to double target down the Gengar. If he protects Gengar, I am honestly screwed, but I think he attacks with Gengar and he protects with Kyogre. Kyogre is really essential to winning this game, so he is going to double attack. Let's see what we can do right here. He is min speed, so our attack will go before his attack with our Palkia. So the Gengar... I forgot about the Sucker Punch hits twice! Oh, he could have went for a Spatial Rend right here. And he goes for a Thunder into the Palkia! Oh, he does get the Paralysis. But we are going to get the Earth Power off right here. And I could just Double Edge next turn. Double Edge should do a considerable amount of damage. And hopefully this will be game. I think Double Edge will put it in range for Earth Power. I don't really want to miss the Spatial Rend. Let's see, but he really can only single target me, and he should not go for a Water Spout. And he probably is going to have Ice Beam, so let's see how much his Double Edge will do to him. He's probably a physical variant since he is min speed. And, oh, we get another critical hit. Again, I am sorry, Pablo. But that is good game. That was a really intense second game, game 2. The Tailwind from the Talon Flame just helped out immensely, and that was really looking dire on my part. And it looked like I was going to lose game 2, but fortunately enough, we come back from, I believe it was a 3-2, 4-2, and we win it 2-0. But very, very, very good battles. We are on 30 minutes right now in just 2 games. Very intense battle, game 2. But everyone, give Pablo a check out. His name is Pablo Meza at Tablemon on YouTube. I'll link his YouTube, his Twitter right down below. Give him a subscription. He does videos in Spanish and in English, and he does it for the trading card game and video game. He has a very, very good channel. Please check him out and tweet him on Twitter. Thanks, Pablo, for the matches. Very, very good matches. I really like my team right now. I think I'm thinking about putting a Ferrothorn on it over the Amoonguss for support, further support of the Xerneas. And I'm thinking I'm going to bring this to regional in Virginia. So let's see how we do there, and hopefully I can record some of those matches there. But thanks, Pablo, for the matches again, and I'm going to be giving you some Pokemon. So, you know, there's that. Anyway, guys, catch you later.